Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today we are going to have a grand preposition test and we'll check our knowledge. Before that, let's get started. We have one student that is totally okay. So today we'll have a grand preposition test, inshallah. If can you pass this test, we have 50 questions here and you have to get at least 30 marks to score a good mark. If you could score this, I would say that uh, you can, if you could score, if you could pass this test, you can secure a good government job, because in all government jobs like CSS, uh, PMA, in India, ICS, IAS, in all police government jobs, police jobs, everywhere you will find uh, questions from preposition. So it is very important for you to be able to get good marks and get secure good marks, and for that reason you have to make practice, and this is the only reason that I have started this session for you. And next point, you can also get good marks and good marks in your exams and all matters that matters to you, uh, and in your board exams you can secure good marks because your English would get better, and the checker will check it in a way that they can't find any mistake in your writing. After that, speak well. You can speak well. When prepositions come fluently in your mind, you won't make mistakes in your speaking. So you could become a good speaker, just like a fluent speaker. Uh, you could be like a native American or native British, whatever you want to be. But the very important thing is for you is things goes well. Sometimes it goes bad as well. So be careful about it and make your preparation for the uh, preposition to the extreme level. So these were all about if you could pass this test, you can easily secure a good government job. You can score good marks, and if you want to be a teacher, an English teacher actually, English teacher should have grained knowledge of preposition, a grain knowledge, you can say. English teacher should have grain knowledge, and preposition is the key. It is the backbone. It is the backbone, you can say, the backbone of a human body. If the backbone is not here, then these parts won't work. Okay, let's move on to the test, and without wasting further time, uh, let's get on it. This test has been taken from Rain and Martin. You must know about it, Rain and Martin. This book has a great influence in our daily life as an English student. So I have thought to make it available for you so that you could practice it, because this book has so much exercises over there and it is not yet solved. So we'll try to solve it, and some questions that are tricky, that comes with too many prepositions that we can use, I will give answer. I will give the answer later in our group or here at the end of the video or in the description as well. um, right now we are going to have it and solve it. Before that, the very important thing is, what you have to do is be ready and answer the questions first. I will give you 2 to 3 seconds before answering the question, and you will judge if you can answer that question or not. If you couldn't answer, it means that your score is 0, and if you could answer that question, it means that you have 1, and we have 50 questions here. So uh, give yourself mark honestly, to be honest, honestly. and I will ask you how much you have scored at the end of the session, or later in the group night at night. Uh, so let's get started with the first. Okay, first question, with the very first question. uh, Actually, this is the easiest portion. You can see easiest portion. Like minute, easiest portion, very easy, just like a piece of cake. A piece of cake. It is so simple, and it will get harder and harder at the end of the session. So the first question is, Mr. Azhar subscribed a handsome sum dash the food relief fund. Mr. Azhar subscribed a handsome sum. He has given something for the food relief fund, like he has donated something great. Donated something great. So what should be the answer? What should be the answer, ladies and gentlemen? What is your answer actually? Hmm. Okay, let me find the things first, and I will tell you what should be its meaning. Mm, uh, okay, without taking further time, I will say Mr. Azhar subscribed a uh, handsome sum to the flood relief fund. It could be four as well, but two is formal. His friend condoled. His friend condoled Deshim and um, bereavement. Bereavement. What should be the answer? What should be the answer? Uh, what is your answer? This is the next one. Yeah, it's so simple. So it is for you. Third question is, he quarreled dash me uh, dash a trifle. He quarreled dash me dash trifle. Huh? Can you answer it? He quarreled dash me with a trifle. He quarreled with me. Okay, wait a minute. My pen is not working right now. With me. Mhm. With me. Okay, the pen is not working. With me, with a trifle. Taking something for tool. Talking about a tool. When you have a tool at the time, with here, we are talking about a tool, and if there is a tool, we'll definitely come up using with, for example, and also with persons as well. We can use with, and examples are, I want, or wait a minute, I wrote, I wrote with, I wrote with a pen. This is with, and I wrote with it. So this is the pen is a tool. Actually, it's a tool. Got it? Let's get get back, and let me erase it first. First fourth question is, he readily complied dash to dash my request. He really complied. Hmm? He really complied dash my request. Huh? Very simple. You can What will be answer? To, for, on, or something else? I think it should be on, but I will give you the proper answer. The exact answer were there in our group. So note your answers here, right here. Question number 5 is he dispensed the services of his dishonest clerk. He the services, uh, dispensed the services of his dishonest clerk. Yeah, he dispensed dishonest clerk means the person wasn't honest, and that's why he dispensed means vanished, emptied, or vanished, or removed. Mm. He dispensed. Maybe you can come up without a preposition here. Without a preposition here, it is not important to put a preposition here right now, but you can put here as well. Okay, without preposition, you can also handle it. He yielded upon superior forces. Uh, it is simple. He yielded upon superior forces. Let me get it a little bit zoomed. Yeah. He yielded upon. Some prepositions are fixed. They come up with only specific words that I told you before as well. There were so many prepositions that were coming and were showing its presence over there. And after that, he despaired, spared to success. He supplies the poor. He supplies the poor, or the poor. The person supplied, the person gave, the person helped. He supplies the poor with clothing. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. His friends disagree. Yeah. What was the thing? What was the thing? If you are if you want to show your understanding or agreement, you're supposed to use with. You're supposed to use with. For example, I am with you. This is showing the understanding with someone else. Okay, get back and with. Now let's move on. Let's move on and talk about another thing. That is, yeah, these were all easy questions, easygoing questions. Right now we can come up, and this is not that much easy. Easy 50%. Yeah, here it is. This is a little bit harder. Be ready for it. Temperature and employment are conducive. Temperature and employment are conducive. Before health, you know, I will give you an example. Smoking is injurious to health. To is being placed before health. I would say injurious, conducive to health. A policeman rescued the child. Policeman rescued the child. Rescued. How he rescued from where? Acha. Are you getting? When we are talking about some any cause, when we are talking about any cause, mm, cause will come up with from. From, for example, he died. My pen is not working. He um, he died from cancer. He died from cancer is the cause, and this is the consequence. Same thing goes here as well. The policeman rescued. Rescued is the action. The action has been performed on the child, and he has been taken out of danger. And here you can use from. Dogs have antipathy. You can also use for here. For denote uh, for uh, to show some sentiment, and for feelings. I told you for feelings. Uh, for feelings we have used with. For feelings and emotions, sentiments, feelings and sentiments, and for we can use for to denote something, denote who is intended to have or use something. For example, this is for you. Here you can say, you can use another thing. So let's come back and talk about it. Dogs have antipathy for or with mm, or I think or could be better here. Let's move on to the question number 4. He promised not to do anything repugnant. Repugnant. There's the wishes of his parents. Out of the wishes. He he promised not to do anything um, repugnant from or it depends on your viewpoint, how you are taking the question in your supposition in your mind. So this is not targeted preposition, so you can use after it from and repugnant from the wishes, repugnant of. Yeah, but I will give you the exact answers that the writer has been intended to later at the end of the video or later in the class. He is not the man to allow anyone to encroach, dash the rights. He is not the man to allow anyone to encroach to his rights. Some of the members of the assembly complained. Member of the assembly complained uh, of even the enemies admit that he is endowed to rare talents. He inspires inspires respect for his friends. Our path is beset to difficulties. Our path is beset means targeted, saved. Okay, beset or to. He was not able to give a satisfactory explanation for his absence or of his absentees, for his absence or of his absentees. Um, okay, let's move on and talk about other things as well. Now, this is now a little bit harder. पहले वालों it is a little bit harder than the things we have talked before. So fill in the blanks with an appropriate preposition. First, we have silkworms feed dash mulberry trees. Feed, uh, to silkworms feed. We were using to show our destination. That is targeted. I go to school. In this way, again, this is targeted. The silkworms. Silkworms feed the trees of mulberry trees. It is feeding directly. Your target is the root of the tree. That's why I talk about it in two. You can also use silkworms feed over. So this also be a good thing. Pavlova excels stage dancing. Excels in dancing. Excels means she got advancement, betterment, proficiency, efficiency, strength. These are all alternatives of this. So Pavlova excels over in, yeah, this can be the answer. Third, the wild boar abounds dash some parts of the Europe. The wild boar abounds dash some parts of Europe. What should be answer? The wild boar abounds on some part of the Europe. Wild boar, this is Europe, and the wild boar could be here. So this is on the surface. So we'll use on here. On here. I will use on here. I don't know what you have used so far here. Um, he has no special liking. He has no special liking. Like he doesn't like heads. Um, um, so here again for something, or he has no special liking for mathematics. Allama Iqbal is worthy for remembrance, and if you use to, then you have to use the verb remember. Okay, 4 is the correct here. The go down is infested of rats. There is no exception for this rule on this rule. on this role. Nothing conduces dash happiness so much as contentment. Nothing conduces of happiness so much as contentment. Smoking, yeah, this question has been mentioned here. The smoking is injurious to here. I gave you the explanation. Oil is good. Uh, oil is good. Burn. Oil is good. What should be here? This is the adverb here. No, adjective. Burns is the verb. So after adjective, burns, to burn. Oil is good. This question has some suspicion here. Oil is good. Oil is good to burn. But here we have this S. Oil is good for, if we has used for, then we have to use the fourth ing from burning. And if we are using something else here, oil is good. Oil is good. You can use since, because to show some result. Oil is good. Why? Since it burns. Since burns, it can burn better. Is a good burner, huh? So there are so many answers, but this could be the best one. Move on. It is more tougher than before. More tougher. More tougher. Check your knowledge. Check your knowledge. It is not important for me to answer all these questions, because I don't want to answer this right. But I will give you the answer in the group. What is important is your answer. Your answer is important. So I want you to answer. No, I'm not going to answer all the questions, and I'm not supposed to be able to answer questions as well. Um, First question. This is tough. Tough level is 59%. First question. He doubts. He doubt he has achieved much, but I can't give him credit for all of that he boasts for. Credit of don't change your answer just after I answered. Keep your answer and be honest with yourself, okay? My pen is not working actually. All the boats he boasts for. Next question. The despotism of custom is everywhere, the standing hindrance dash human achievement. The despotism of custom is everywhere, the standing hindrance uh, human achievements. He is indebted. Indebted. I can use by and to give a sense that he is indebted. Um, Indebted. He got into debt because of his friends to a large sum. Maybe he must have 1 lakh rupees or 10 lakh or 1 crore uh, on a debt on his personality, and this is because of his friends. So I took it in this way. But you can also take he is indebted in with his friend for a large sum, and with his friend. Now not only he but also his friends are now indebted, and for a large sum. Large sum means kind of a big amount. Question number 4. What Dr. Arnold mainly aimed dash was to promote the self-development of the young minds committed dash his charge. What Dr. Arnold mainly aimed for was to promote the self-development of the young minds committed on his charge. on his charge. Why is not my pen is not working? Okay, thank you. Let's move on. Keep noting all these things. Question number 5. He has so much enamored Desh her that he forget his duties days his children. Enamored. Hmm. He has so much enamored for her that he forget his duties to uh, of duties of. It is difficult to agree. Yeah, agreement is shown here again. Agreement. I told you agreement and understanding. It is difficult to agree with. It is difficult to agree with those critics who ascribe the works of Shakespeare to Bacon. Okay, question number 7. His autobiography. In his autobiography, he refers to his abhorrence for animal diet. He referred to his for abhorrent animal diet. He conversed dash as the subject dash varied interest. He conversed with us for subjects to varied interest. With us for subjects for subjects to varied interest. The accident happened dash him dash a late hour and dash and out of the way place. It is so simple for you. This is noun, name of person, and actually it's a pronoun here. So you have to know that before it what should be used here. And this is again so simple. So it is for you. This question is for you. Let's move on and talk about some of the hardest questions, I would say. And you have suggestions here as well. I will tell you what should be used, what should be your answer. Okay, let's get started. On account of his age, he is disqualified. Competing his ill health disqualified the body, labor, and mind dash study. From and for should be used here. On account of his age, he is disqualified from disqualified from somewhere. And last time, once at least 5 students requested me to talk in Urdu as well because it was hard for them to understand. And uh, if it is the case, you can tell me in the comment section, and I will definitely try my best to consider this request and try to speak in Urdu as well. From competing, ill health qualified the body for labors and the mind to study or mind to study and mind for study. Innocence is not proof. There's scandal. He was discharged as there was no proof. Dash his guilt. Against and off. Against and off. Against and off. Should be. Okay, what should we answer? Uh, Innocence is not proof of scandal. Proof of. of. He was discharged as there was no proof for, or you can also use against. Question number 4. He has no good cause. Dash complained. Darkness of the cause was the cause. Dash is losing highway. His way. So we have two options for and of. Let's think about it. He has no good cause for complaint. Darkness was the cause of his losing his way. Of and for. Question number 5. True charity doesn't consist dash incriminate alms giving. Brash consists dash copper and zinc. We have in and of. True charity doesn't consist of. Consist of is everybody knows about it. Incriminate alms giving. Brass consists in copper. In copper, consist in copper, consist in something, but consist of something and consist in something is different here. Okay. Question number 6. I'm not concerned about or on his affairs. I'm not concerned dash him dash their business. He was much concerned dash hearing the sad news. His parents are naturally concerned to his safety. So we have options about, it, for, in, with, 5 options. I'm not concerned uh, with his affairs. Okay, I'm not concerned. Okay, let's use about here. About him. For that यहाँ पे for use करते हैं. He was much concerned it. Let's have it here. And his parents are naturally concerned in his safety. So ये हो गया जी. Let's move on to question number 7. He parted dash his friends in high spirit. He parted dash his property and went on pilgrimage Hajj to Mecca to Mecca. We have from and with. From and with. So let's have a check. He parted with whom? This portion is showing that the person went with someone else. Uh, and if you're showing something, some people were there with you, you have to use with here. Okay. And he parted from what? From Parted from something. Okay. Let's move on to question number 8. He acted fear. He acted dash my suggestions. He acted compulsion. We have 3 things here. He acted uh, from. This is the cause. Fear is the cause. He acted upon on my request. Or you can also use on to. But I told you that for requesting, to request something, to request, or to show formality. You have to use upon. And I gave you the example that when you're giving an interview or your boss is over there and you're dependent to that person, you have to be formal. And to be formal, um, my success depends upon you, upon onto you as well, but this is informal and upon is formal. So the person will like you, will give you, and will help you in your success. Okay. Where what upon? Okay. He acted. Uh, what last? Under compulsion. Under compulsion. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. He succeeded the thrones of his uncle. He succeeded dash his object. He succeeded to the thrones of his uncle. He succeeded in his objects. To in. He agreed with, agreement. I told you the agreement with someone or with something we use with. He agreed with my proposal. He agreed to me on that question. They could not agree among themselves. Among, actually, these are kind of positions that are not being so much common. Among means more than two person when we are talking more than two-person. But if we have only two-person, we'll use between. If there are only two-person involved, we'll use between, and if more than two, then we'll use among. For example, I was studying among them. It means there were three, four, five, and so on. And I was studying between means there were only two. So, ladies and gents, all about today's test. We have gone through five. Um, let's get back to the first portion. So this was our grand test. If you could have been able to pass this test, then I would say you have a great knowledge about it. And if you could pass this test, and this was about all these things, these were some questions that were so simple, and then we move on to the next thing. This was also some kind of simple questions, but not that much. You can also pick up Brin and Martin exercise number 89. This is exercise number 90 maybe. These questions were 10 questions from all portions, so that you could be prepared. These questions are some of the most common questions that you will face in your exams, and they also take questions from these kind of books. Okay, they don't make questions by themselves. They don't have mind. They just copy paste. And this was come up with things. And I told you there are so many fixed prepositions as well. Fixed preposition that come with the exact words. We'll definitely give you a grand test in future as well. But right now, I will tell you some of the fixed prepositions. Fixed prepositions. First, we have famous. Famous will always come with for. Famous for. And um, subsists on. Fond. He is fond of something. Um, Divided into something. The property has been divided into three portions. Wish. I wish for your success. I wish for your power. And we had endowed in the question. Endowed comes with. If I answered something else, you change it and make it with. It has been, yeah. And um, we have conduce. Conduce to. Affable. Affable to. Liable to. Adopted to. Due to. Ascribe to. Two is most common. You can say two is very common, very very common. Um, okay, let's have hints at. All these are about things that they are more common. So today's class would be summing up here. And before summing up the class, I would like to answer you for the last question that one of our friend asked. One of my student asked me that what will happen if you wake up early in the morning. What will happen if you wake up early in the morning? This was the question, and I'm supposed to answer this question. Supposed to answer this question. It is very important. So if you want to take the question, you're supposed to be here. If you don't, that's okay. What will happen if you wake up early in the morning? There were so many people in this world. There were so many people in this world who had faced problems in their life. Waking up late in the morning, waking up. They didn't have any discipline. So to get a success, the very important thing is to have number one, discipline. And discipline comes when you give priority to your morning. Morning is everything. Morning can bring you a joy. It can bring you a sorrow. It depends on your mindset. It all depends on your mindset. If you have set your mindset in a way that this day won't be a good day for me, then you will definitely get into sorrow. And if you think that this day could bring joy and happiness in my life, then it will definitely bring it up. Just like if you give if you give a medicine as a doctor to any patient and tell him that this could be a symptom of a flu, and uh, and uh, coughing and sneezing, then it will definitely come up with the same symptoms, even though you give the person uh, a sugary medicine, not a medicine at all, because it depends on the mindset and the thinking priority of the person, and your brain processes like that. So if you want to bring discipline in your life, you have to wake up early in the morning. And uh, there is a book I would like to give you the reference. uh, the 5 a.m. Club. This book told everything in detail. What will happen if you start waking up early in the morning? Your life will start changing. You will start getting proper health, and your life will change in a way that in the morning, uh, things will start getting better for you. In the morning, you will be able to make and manage uh, and plan your all the day, and it will help you in a way that this 5 a.m. club will help you in a way uh, Let me get the pen. uh, First thing you have to do in the morning is to set your bed. This is very important. Set your bed every this is a small thing that we miss to do. We just keep our bed in a way that we have at night and just go back and go somewhere else. Not like that. Set your bed, because most of the people, even the American officer, told in the interview that he used to set his bed for the first time, and it makes his day very well. After that, uh, you should have some meditation. You know about meditation? It is one of the best thing to experience in your life. One of the best thing. If you're meditating and doing things, then you would be stressless, and your problems will always be solved. Will be solved, I would say. Problems will be solved. I would love to give you this reference and where it has been written, but I'm not sure. I forget about it. It should be in page number 59, 79, and about it you will also find on page number 101, 111, and there's another reference over there which is on page number uh, 256. So this was all about this book and the importance of morning. If you can win the morning, you can definitely win your all day. So try to wake up early in the morning. That's why I take this class in the morning, because there are only few people who will be able to wake up early in the morning, and they will do it. They will take action against their comfort zone. Comfort zone, you need to be able to come out of it, otherwise you won't be able to learn. If I commenced this type of lecture and class in afternoon, at afternoon, in the evening, in afternoon, in evening, at night, then they could be able to join. Being in comfort zone, they could join, but they couldn't study. Their efficiency would be only 10%. Right now, the students are taking the lecture here, their efficiency is more than 10%. They have efficiency of at least 90% in the morning. So this was all about importance of waking up early in the morning. So try to wake up early in the morning and make your day better than anyone else. And you can also read uh, 10 pages of any book. Just I told you 5 a.m. Club. This is one of the best book. Or you can say there's another book, Meditation Brings Happiness. You can also read that book. Um, I would give you another suggestions as uh, win-win situation. For talking about wins only in the morning, talking about a morning only, there are so many books, but this is related to your morning, winning your morning. Okay, and also go for a walk. So thank you so much for today's lesson. I will put this last portion in my presentation in my another video. This is for that reason. So thank you for being here today. I will meet you in the very next class, and I will tell you what will be our topic. And don't forget to give honest review of your answer in the group. I will ask you how much you have scored. Then you have to tell me perfectly and without lying. You have to tell me your score. Either it will be 25, either it will be 30 or 40, or even it would be 50, but it's up to you. And to be honest is the key. Be honest is the key. And the one who get a good marks will get a certificate after end of the session, end of the whole session, 3 month classes. So thank you so much, guys. This is all about today's class, and I will meet you in the very next class. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.